The Canon FD 35mm lens, and specifically the one I have here is the nFD or FDN, the last incarnation of the FD lenses from Canon. And this particular model that I have, if I'm not mistaken, was manufactured in 1981. I have a little video on how to date your lens. I'll link it up below. And it's important to note that with these call them reviews, I suppose. It's not a review. Is in my experience, so much of it is subjective. I hear people with a lot of conviction say one thing about a lens and another guy say exactly the opposite. So whatever I say will be completely my experience with this particular lens. This particular one, because it's so old, I have to speak about the specific one that I have because it might have experienced some trauma in its life. Wow, what a cool lens to shoot. I love the fact that 35mm is just a little bit wider than 50. 50 sometimes feels a little bit cramped for me, especially if I'm doing video. 35mm allows me to get close enough to the subject but still create a sense of breathing. The thing I love about these FD lenses, and very much these FD, the nFD lenses, the sort of the last newer ones that has the complete black casing, a little bit of plastic in there as well, is that the focus throw is just incredible. It's just an amazing feeling, especially if you're shooting video with it. Makes it very easy to focus if you're handheld, working a handheld, you know, just to be able to use your thumb and front finger. I find them to have good contrast, good saturation, not as bright and intense as any of the modern EF, or specifically EFL lenses. It handles contrast fairly well when you have wide open on extremely high contrast. As with the other lenses in this range, you do get a little bit of ghosting, but the aberrations are to a minimum, and generally just very good color rendition, but still retains that vintage look, that kind of slightly cinematic look, which I think all of us are after. But more than that, just the feel of this lens is really cool. I really enjoy these. And shooting stills, lots of fun. If you're shooting at 2.8, your focusing needs to be, it needs to be good. You don't have a lot of depth of field. Its closest focusing distance is 35 centimeters, which is good. It's fairly good for a wideish lens. So yeah, with using it on a digital SLR body with a converter, you do lose some millimeters. So this probably works out to about a 40mm lens on the converter that I use. So I went out with this, had a little bit of fun in the street, and I hope you enjoy the vignette I made. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing and dropping a like on this video. I really do appreciate it. Cheers.